What's going on, guys? It is Bossy here, and welcome to the first episode of a new series. This series is called Factions Basics. So what is the series about? I've noticed a large gap in knowledge and skill between the elite and the average factions player. Not only this, but the vast majority of players are noobs just like me, so I've created a comprehensive guide to the basics of factions. This will be a 4-part series that will come to cover what factions is as a game mode, base building, defending, and attacking. Everything from patching all the way to raiding will be covered in this series. Additionally, this series will provide both client-based and non-client-based solutions, as I understand that not many players own a factions client. In short, this series will serve to be an expansive general guide for not only Pika-Network's OP factions, but also all faction servers, so that the average player might be able to compete against the no-lifes that are on top. And I can already hear the comments.
But Bossy, you're a noob. How are you gonna make a guide if you suck at this game?
I can already hear most of you guys typing this, that my patching sucks, my forcing sucks, how am I gonna do this? I get that. So I won't be alone in the series. Joining me would be a legend in the community, my co-host, RIP Kobe Bryant, or Kobe. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be calling my co-host RIP Kobe Bryant. Hopefully he picks up. I'm just gonna ask him if, he wants to be my co-host and stuff. He's a good guy. I've been knowing him for a while now, and so yeah, hopefully he says yes. He's a very experienced player actually. He's won on MC Central a couple of times on factions, and he's also won on Pika OP faction, so he definitely knows what he's talking. Hey, yo, what's going on, Kobe? What's up?
Who is this?
It's Bossy, bro. How are you doing?
Wait, Bossy from where?
From Pika.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, so I how we you've been seeing me on Pika and stuff, right? I think I messaged you in game. Did you see that? I wanted to talk to you about being a co-host and everything.
Um, yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah, well, what about it?
So do you want me to be my co-host on my new Factions Basic series?
Nah, I'm good, bro. You're like a random. I don't really make videos of randoms. All right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't even know you, dude. Like, yeah. Peace.
Don't worry, guys. Me and Kobe are like best friends, so we always like josh around and stuff. I'm sure he was just joking. He's a bit of a jokester. So without further ado, let's get into episode 1. What is Factions? Factions is a game mode that revolves around teaming up with other players to gain valuable resources and secure the highest position on the server, known as Faction Top or F-Top. In order to acquire these resources, factions must establish their own bases and begin their grind to the top. These bases are scattered all over the world, and each team must protect their base from any attempted raids by rival factions. F-Top winners are chosen at the end of the map and usually receive both virtual and physical rewards. For instance, on Pika, the winning faction receives a cash prize of $350 along with $500 of Buycraft credit. This serves to be a brief overview of perhaps the most competitive and tactical game mode on Minecraft. Now that we know a little bit about factions, let's dive a bit more deep into certain aspects of this game mode. Factions can be broadly divided into 3 main categories. The first component of factions is known as grinding. This part covers anything wherein your goal is to gain wealth for your team. Some examples of this would be setting up mob farms inside of your base for money, going to the dark zone to collect valuable mob drops to sell on the auction house, or even PvPing at spawn for extra sets of armor for your faction. The second part of this game mode is defending. Defending refers to actively protecting your base against the raids of rival factions. Raids are a huge aspect of factions and are defined as an attack launched on an enemy faction's base with the intention of looting their resources. On this note, the final category is known as attacking, which encompasses everything related to raiding other factions. And I can already hear the comments from the PvP drones.
But Bossy, what about PvP? Where is PvP? I don't see the PvP!
Listen, PvP is a huge aspect of factions, but it isn't one of the main components of it. Rather, it is a tool that you use to succeed in the above sections. In the coming episodes, all of these 3 sections will be explored in depth. Before moving any forward, it is important to mention that there are factions clients which, though are optional, aid greatly in playing this game mode. Experienced players usually play on factions clients because they provide a great advantage in areas that other clients can't provide. The industry standard client currently is the Orbit client, which which provides many helpful features in attacking, defending, and grinding. However, even though these clients provide a lot of assistance for the player, regular players can still compete without them if they are well informed and skilled in the game mode. Usually though, people win a factions map like Pika and use some of the earnings to buy the client since it's that helpful. This series will provide both client and non-client based solutions, so there's no need to worry for those people that don't have one. Finally, it is important to know that competitive factions comes with a robust set of rules specific to the server. On Pika, we also have a list of rules which are important to know and understand before competing, so you can avoid any disqualifications or penalties. We will return to these list of rules at the end of the series after we understand all the fancy lingo, but for convenience, I will link all the resources mentioned in this episode and any other episode in their respective descriptions. With that being said, this episode served to be a brief guide and sort of summary of what the game mode of factions is and revolves around. If you would like to know more about casual factions, please watch my Pika-Network OP faction series. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next episode of Factions Basics, where we will go over how to make an actual base. Peace.